A few weeks ago, I was a vendor at a church craft fair. I was completely unprepared, but that's a story for the next batch content session. I'm no stranger to visceral or condescending reactions to my fiction. In fact, it's strategic. What was new to me was watching someone physically recoil at the mention of the word satanic. Water off a duck's back, brothers and sisters. Even then, to their credit, they allowed me to finish my statement and say that this character gets deliverance and comes to Christ. From that point forward, I changed my messaging and led with deliverance instead of dread. That is when I started to see sales on my fiction books. Before you head to the comment section to tell me about saying satanic in a church setting, first, tell the prophets, disciples, and the Messiah they're in agreement with devils. For a group of people who read, quote, and live after a holy book full of demons, witchcraft, The Walking Dead, and more, they sure are leery about literature that would inform them of the enemy's devices. Spiritual vigilance isn't hiding from everything that presents itself as terror. It's also being watchful, sober-minded, and wise. I can only speak for myself, but I wrote my Los Elegidos series to inform believers, and they have done that. I've had Christian editors, critique partners, beta readers, and fans tell me they had no idea organized crime syndicates use the occult as both a mythos and power to control people. Some people whose eyes were opened through my work had spent years in deliverance ministry and didn't know about some of the topics that I depict in my books. That's kingdom work, brothers and sisters. No matter how believers and writers alike try to argue me down, I stand on Bible. If Jesus told a horror story, so can Christian writers. My message to authors and aspiring authors feeling the call to Christian spec fic: pray, brother. Pray, sister. This is not an easy business. Not only are you fighting against market saturation, you're fighting against closed loops and personal bias. I don't exclude myself when I say that. I have convictions as well. My personal convictions are just that, my personal convictions. I have no right to hold anyone else accountable to them, and I'm submissive enough to my Lord not to sit in his seat. Seeing one word or a single motif in a piece of media isn't grounds to condemn another believer. If writing about demons is a sin, then the Most High sinned by sending his prophets dreams and commanding them to be written. No one would dare call the Gospels evil, but at the first signal of speculative fiction genres, most believers dress their cognitive dissonance in a righteousness hoodie and call it discernment. Miraculously, the discernment doesn't reveal when spec fic is faith-affirming. With as many horrific stories as are present in the Bible itself, including parables, which are fictional by definition, saying spec fic is unbiblical is a fallacy. While Christian publishing is changing, it's doing so extremely slowly. It's not all gloom and doom, because faith-based spec fic can absolutely be profitable. It just doesn't happen by depending on Christian readers to discern your heart and your calling. If you've made it this far without cussing me out in the comments, I appreciate you. Have a blessed day on purpose.